Welcome back to my channel. I know Undertale's kind of dead, but I'm getting into Frisk and Chara today, and I figured, you know what, Undertale may be dead, but I still love it, so I might as well do a quick makeup tutorial for those who are still also into Undertale and wouldn't mind cosplaying it, or if you just like watching makeup tutorials, because I do that too. I do enjoy that too. That is... Just gonna jump into it. First, I'm gonna show you how I do my Frisk, and then my Chara makeup kind of branches off from that, so we'll do that. Alright, so I'm gonna switch to voiceover right now, but yeah, here we go.
Hello! So first things first, I'm going to let you guys know that I filmed this video maybe 2 years ago, maybe a year and a half, somewhere around there, maybe even 3 years, whatever, it doesn't matter. Anyways, I filmed this a long time ago, and now that Deltarune has come out, I figured Undertale's kind of relevant again, and I figured why let this content go to waste. You know, as I mentioned before, Frisk and Chara are some of my more popular cosplays, despite me not really cosplaying them much anymore. Anyways, so first step is to, if you have long hair, put your hair up in a wig cap because it just makes it so much easier to get to your face without hair in the way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on concealer to conceal, as you do with any makeup. If this was a con, I would also be using foundation, but since this was just a cos test at home, I didn't bother doing foundation because I am broke, and who has money to do a full face every time you get into cosplay? The answer is I don't, but if you like doing foundation, do that first and then do your thing. So what I'm doing here is I'm going in with a dark bluish purple. Right now, actually, I do this with more of a brown, and I go less underneath. But basically, you were just going to go smudge kind of around it and then under a little bit. And so I do more of a brown now than a blue, and I go for a red on the underneath. But it's kind of the same concept. And then I go over it with a kind of a fleshy tone color, and I just kind of pat it onto my eyelid. Since I have hooded eyes, you can't really see what anything I do, but you know. So just do that on the other eye, and now that it looks like you literally have black eyes, I do my eyeliner. We love having the palette and mirror cover the entire camera, but I just do a regular bar eyeliner, and I just kind of bring it to the bottom and then close it off so it kind of has like not a downward wing but not an upward wing, just so it doesn't end as like a blunt bar eyeliner, if that makes any sense at all. If you have hooded eyes, you follow me when I have to let it dry completely before I open my eyes, because otherwise you see what happens, it smudges. So after fixing that, we're back, and I just did it off camera because eyeliner at this point in time was very hard for me. But either way, we're gonna do lashes. So after, I'm going to put on the glue, let that dry, and while it gets tacky, I usually do on a layer of either a lip tint or, in this case, a matte lipstick. What's nice about the matte lipstick is that when you put on the red on top, you can kind of matte it in so it kind of blends and doesn't fade as easily. Although I don't know why I didn't do that in this, and I went for the white. Ignore that, you know, we love having a moment of just scattered placement. Either way, I put the red in the inner part of my mouth, and then I just blend it out with my finger. That's pretty much the technique to get any, you know, anime kind of cosplay, like, you know, the popular fade out. I'm sorry, I don't know if you guys can hear this, but there's a car alarm going off. I'm gonna ignore it, but I'm sorry if you can hear it. Either way, now that it's tacky, I'm going to be putting on my false lashes, and, yeah, I'm so sorry that this is such an old video that the application was pretty, well, it wasn't terrible, but it wasn't great either, let's be honest, especially on this eye, but whatever. Oh my god, someone's car is literally getting stolen. We love that. Anyways, I don't even know if you guys can hear it. Anyways, we're gonna, since I do like to put on my lashes when they're still a little wet, I always kind of fan them so they kind of stay on where I want them to be. Afterwards, we're going to go in with a light blush, just because, you know, mostly focusing around the nose area to give her, or I guess them, I always say her, just because, like, I cosplay and I, you know, am female. Either way, to emphasize the childlikeness of Frisk, I always go heavy on the nose. After putting on the wig, I just put on a band-aid, and nowadays I put on a large like white bandage on my cheek instead of a second band-aid, which I don't even know if there's footage. Yeah, there you go. So instead of putting that second bandage, which you won't even see, I usually put on a square white bandage over that spot. And you can skip this red step. I don't know why. Like, if you want the little smear coming out of it, feel free to do that. But, like, at the end of the day, it's kind of extra and unnecessary. So if you want to be extra, go ahead. But I don't really do that anymore just because I feel like it wastes more product than it does elevate the look. But, you know, everyone has their personal preference. So after adding on our flowy prop, which I usually take off just for storage purposes, we have our finished Frisk look. So this is me after getting some content, so probably about an hour later. I didn't really set my makeup at this point, but anyways, we're gonna start by concealing everything, basically, taking off the band-aids and concealing any warmth in the face. So that includes lips and blush areas. Just taking off any warmth and like humanness away because we must be a zombie child. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to bring down my eyes. Now, it looks funky right now, but I'm going to fill it in with white so it, like, doesn't look awful. And then, because of the white, it'll, like, look like, I'm sorry I'm out of frame there, but it's, like, hard to get it onto your waterline as well. I'm going to take some liquid eyeliner and just smear it down, connecting. So I do kind of, like, a low-key scream, like, you know, her jump scare. So that's what I'm doing with that, and that's just to map everything out, like what we're doing right now. So basically I go in also on the inner corner of my mouth, and I just add in the little creepy bits, like, you know, as people do. And then we go in with these big ass rosy cheeks, and I literally just write a circle of it and buff it out. As you can see here, I don't buff it out to the point where like it's not recognizable as cheeks, or I mean like it's just like a blood, like really flush. It's like it's still a circle. Either way, now I'm getting a cup of water and a powder eyeliner, and I'm going in and adding in an extra layer of black, which I think really helps the look, because it kind of gives it more of a gloopy kind of slime horror kind of esque type of thing. And I also add a wing. I will also be going in with the mouth and just adding kind of another layer of depth into this look with the more gloopy and liquidous kind of black that really, you know, is really out here being spooky. Switch into the Chara outfit, and that's my Chara cosplay. These are pretty fun and simple costumes, and so here are the final looks. I hope you enjoyed.
I moved the camera a lot.
Hey, guess what? You made it to the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching all the way through. Chara reminds you that if you like this video, you should give it a like, and if you didn't like it, don't tell me. Subscribe if you want to see more of my content, maybe even leave a comment. I love seeing interaction between people. I don't know, it just makes me happy to talk with you guys. I hope you all have a lovely day. Maybe click some of the videos linked, and I will see you next time I upload. Yeah!